off. Appreciate it? He fancied might sound contemptuous. My pleasure. Lisa snaked a hand around him to clutch a handful of his backside. Speak soon, she said, waggling her eyebrows, then nipping deftly up the steps to the deck. Watching her slip off the boat and head quickly towards the marina exit, Adam smiled to himself and then turned in search of caffeine to kick-start his brain. Lisa was nice, a good friend, his only friend, apart from Nathaniel. He'd hate her to think he might be using her, though he supposed he actually was. Yes, Dad. The plumbing's fine now, honestly. Sienna reassured her father all was well at the cottage she was renting as she headed from the lounge to the kitchen, wondering where on earth Tobias was. A great lolloping black Labrador was hardly difficult to miss, after all. No, honestly, it's all in working order, everything flushing and clunking as it should be. Nathaniel, the marina manager, recommended a plumber. You're sure you don't need me to check it over? Her father asked her, hinting at coming, visiting with his toolbox. Dad, honestly, it's fine. I'm not going to get flooded out or freeze to death, I promise. Sienna tried to reassure him again, and then mentally tuned out as her overprotective father took up the opportunity to warn her about the dangers of carbon monoxide poisoning again. She'd already told him she'd got an alarm. Granted, when she and her best friend Lauren had moved into the renovated property, it had been a typical spring bank holiday, wet and blustery, and the central heating boiler had been suspect, to say the least. However, as it was now mid-June and 24 degrees plus outside, she doubted they'd be putting the heating on any time soon. Yes, Dad, she said dutifully, in all the right places, nodding her head accordingly and trying to concentrate on the conversation. Her attention, however, kept straying to the marina fronting her kitchen window, from where the view had been rather spectacular yesterday. She and Lauren had caught a glimpse of the well-sculpted torso of the owner of the little white river cruiser moored at the quayside directly opposite, the man they'd christened Lothario, having noted certain nocturnal activities on board. Due to his late comings and goings, Sienna hadn't really spoken to him other than a passing hello, and then he barely acknowledged her, but she could see what his obvious attraction to women was, on the surface anyway. Tall, toned, tousled dark hair, bronzed skin the colour of caramel mocha latte, the man was definitely eye candy. They'd spotted him again last night. Living up to his reputation, he'd been sneaking a woman onto his boat, amidst much shushing from him and giggling from her. They'd both been tipsy, and, judging by the need for secrecy, they were obviously having an affair. Yes, Dad, I am eating properly. Stop worrying. I'm a big girl now. Disappointed that Lothario hadn't made an appearance yet. Fancying himself as a superstar, the man was clearly shallow, but he was fascinating in terms of fodder for her flagging screenplay. Sienna turned her attention back to her father. She loved her dad to bits, and she understood why he worried about her. It had been so hard for him after her mum died, wondering what he could have done differently. He couldn't have done anything in reality. Sienna had watched over the years. Even through her confused child's eyes, she'd known. Hyper-Mummy was a happy, fun mummy, but in her downtimes, there'd been no way to reach her. Her dad's mission, since, had been ensuring Sienna was happy, and she was, largely, though she wasn't as confident as she pretended to be. Her self-esteem sloshing about somewhere near shoe level after her last horribly humiliating relationship. What she needed, she decided, was space to just be herself, unencumbered emotionally.